Ladies and gentlemen, today we're discussing a sorry-ass character. You might know him as Mark Grayson, aka Invincible. This motherfucker has a very bad disease. This disease is known as punching bags disease. Now, as the name might say, this guy is a punching bag because every time he gets in a fight, this guy just gets treated like a punching bag. And you know, in a show that has a lot of fighting and superheroes and stuff, you expect the main character to sometimes win a couple fights, you know?
He's a fucking genius, eh?
It takes Mark Grayson 16 episodes to finally win one fight. The main character of Invincible. This guy's putting up Tony Snell numbers in his own show. This guy has zeros all across the board. He's just out there doing cardio. Do you know what it is to take 16 episodes to finally beat an important character? Not just some no-name nobody that's just thrown away? Man. Every episode, Mark Grayson just gets beat the fuck up. I'm talking about bad. Like, if you look at season 1, besides like the obvious ones like Battle Beast and Omni-Man, that's not even a fight. That was just abuse. Battle Beast dribbled Mark off the ground like a basketball. Like, you know how crazy it has to be to dribble him? Like, play the clip again. He dribbled him like a basketball. And then Omni-Man, what didn't Omni-Man do to him? Punched him, kicked him, threw him through a building, through a carnival cruise. He held him up like a shield in front of a train.
I like trains.
He took him to the Himalayas, caused an avalanche, and he just beat him. Turned into a meme. Mark Grayson really got did so dirty in that fight, bro. And then you look at other fights. Like, you lost to Thraxans? Do you know how sorry you gotta be to lose to random ass aliens in your own show, bro? Omni-Man, your dad. Yeah, he's a lot stronger than you at this point in the story. But this dude almost wiped out their whole race from existence. In like 10 seconds, this motherfucker erased their planet, bro. You telling me you could've beat like 50 of them? Come on, Mark. What the fuck, dude? Jesus. Legitimately, every time this guy fights, it's like Shaq versus like a kindergartner going one-on-one. It's barbecue chicken. The villain's looking at Mark like, scrumdiddlyumptious.
So good and tasty.
It's easy pickings every time Mark goes up there to fight somebody. And it gets, I wouldn't say it gets worse, but it's still pretty bad in season 2. In season 2, we started the first episode. This guy, Mark, fights the Mauler twins. I think he's beaten them before. They're strong, but they're not Viltrumite strong. Mark goes in there. He starts getting jumped by a bunch of them. He barely survives because Angstrom Levy destroys the machine and it's basically like a nuke. So Mark gets out of there like this and proceeds to live another day. Mark has some crazy ass plot armor, but like a rage boost, transformation, a buff, something? Can you win a fight? Like, oh my goodness. We keep going through season 2. He goes to another planet, his dad's there, a bunch of Viltrumites show up, and Mark, he starts getting pounded, like, until he finally gets like something. The Robert Kirkman finally gave him something to do, and he's like, all right, fine. You can beat up on Thula's fine ass, gilf ass, fucking, that bitch might be 1,000 million billion years old, but goddamn, I'll He finally starts beating her ass off like a rage boost or something. He taps into that inner Viltrumite power. You know, that fucking, But then, of course, when it was time to kill her, Buddy froze like Jason Tatum in the finals, talking about, oh, like, Buddy, just kill her. Another L. This dude's worse than the fucking Pistons. L after L after L after L, like just consecutively L's. Like, what the fuck, dude? And now he's left on this planet, and they left him to survive. They're like, yo, Buddy, go fucking destroy Earth or something before we come. We gotta take that shit over. So what did the Viltrumites do? Mark goes back to Earth, and they send another Viltrumite to go check on him. This one is Anissa, Buddy. At least when he got beat up by the Viltrumites before, it was in front of other Viltrumites and like his dad. This time, Anissa did him so dirty in front of regular people. A crowd was there to watch him, like some shit in like medieval ancient Rome or something. Like they're feeding a lion to a gladiator.
This nigga is trash.
Like, bro, this bitch, he was fighting a sea monster. This bitch cleared the sea monster one hit. She pulls up on him and she's like, what are you doing? Take over Earth. He's like, nah. She stomps him, leaves him in a crater. And for those of you that have read Invincible, you know what this bitch does. So on top of what she does later on, she stomps his ass before curb stomp. I wouldn't tolerate that disrespect at all. I would jump off a cliff. I don't even know. Mark, my boy, that's another fucking fat L. He probably wasn't gonna be able to do anything, but dude, he just got shit on by Anissa. Just railed. And then finally, he's able to beat somebody. Play the trumpets, play the victory music. Mark finally beat an important character. Except it's Angstrom Levy. And not to hate on Angstrom Levy, he did a pretty good job in the fight. But Buddy's fried, you know? He doesn't even know that Mark in his universe is good. Like, he's fried out of his ass. And on top of that, he's not really strong. He's not a Viltrumite. He's not a Mauler twin. He's not a Omni-Man or Battle Beast. He's a regular ass dude that's super smart, can open up dimensions, and he's kind of strong. So when he fights Mark, the only reason that fight even takes 25 minutes is because he's throwing Mark into Fortnite, into Gotham, into Spider-Man's universe. Like, Buddy fight him one-on-one. No, he's a bitch. He finally fights Mark one-on-one. He lands like 4 punches, takes him to some random ass dimension, and then Mark just basically blows his head off. Just casual shit. But he finally won. Even though it was against some sorry ass motherfucker like Angstrom Levy. A W's a W. Even though he comes back later in the series, we will skip that. But a W's a W. This is a step in the right direction for Mark. Take some W's, my boy. Once you see one go in, it won't stop. I don't think Mark's gonna get a lot of more W's in the next season. I'm gonna wrap this shit up right here, boys. I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Pray for my boy Mark. Hopefully his record goes from like 1-6 to like 4-6 by the end of season 3, because holy shit, if he keeps losing, man, I'm gonna start putting parlays on the Viltrumites, bro. I'm gonna start making millions off this shit, dude. Holy fuck. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.